All right. That's too loud. Huh.
Do you have any nice veins?
Do I have good veins? Not really.
I don't have it. Maybe I have it this one.
Look out for a tree, though.
Yeah, but it's nice to have.
I don't have such good ones, though. That's not. Hey guys, what's up? We got a lot of work to do today. Chloe, thank you so much for subscribing for 30 months. On a 30-month streak, you've never unsubbed. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. I want to make sure I'm getting enough. I don't know how much echo you guys are getting. Do let me know if you can hear an echo. I do see. I feel like my voice is quiet, but as I turn it up, I will feedback because I have a floor monitor, which I could turn off. But then everyone else won't get to hear. I'm sure you are listening and you can hear that my voice sounds fine. Well, that's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can actually turn it down here and it doesn't go out. It's not quieter on my stream. But the idea of not needing to wear headphones for this also sounds very nice. But like the green light on my microphone barely lights up. But I can see the levels here and I can see the levels here and it looks okay, so you'll just need to let me know. I have a couple people visiting the studio today, or I have a few people visiting, some of my students. Chiho is working on animation for the next Fox and Girl video. And there's a couple of interesting things. On my link tree, I have a link to a new playlist I've set up. It's like the tea, sandwich, and soup. No, there's no soup. Tea, jam, and it's jam, tea, and sandwich songs. Do check that out. We're working on stuff for the Fox and Girl. You can check that out there as well. We need to. I am talking a little bit here, but I'm gonna try to remix all of these songs today. And then next week, I'm gonna try to mix and master all of the songs. You love the new playlist? Thank you. You know, my original idea was to even try and do a custom order and like pair the songs based on like the kind of sandwich and jam and tea they are. But I didn't end up having a chance to do that. So, put my hair back. Yeah, that's our plan for today. If we have time, you know, I have an EP called Conflicted Feelings, which I made when Russia invaded Ukraine, which is wild to say, like 3 years ago now. And I was thinking of remixing those songs and re-releasing it again. And the cover art is like the Marimo in like the style of the Ukrainian flag. I thought about remixing the songs and doing them in the style of a Palestinian flag. But I don't know that we'll have time to do that. We'll see. Anyway. This, I can bring down the volume here. And can you still hear me clearly, Chloe? Or should I turn up my own volume? Because I can turn up like this a little bit. How's the balance? Is that Nix? Long time no see, Nix. How are you? How have you been? And Nix, yeah, let me know. Do I need to turn up my voice or turn this down? Yes, clearly your voice was lightly quieter. Is it better now, or do I need to turn it more? I know, Nix. How have you been? Very good. Very busy, but good. I have also been very busy. I have twin daughters now. They are 1. And again, everything sounds good to you? I'm glad. Again, I have some visitors here in the studio today, and I share a studio with Chiho. So that is what you guys are hearing. I am gonna put my headphones on so I can monitor better. But I like to keep the speaker on so they can hear it. Chiho's about to bump my tripod. We'll see. So, right off the bat, we've been using this. There's a couple of things I want to change a little bit. For this, I want to do this. Oh, and also guys, if you don't know, this is Tuna over on my screen today. He is a member of a NAV, good friend, fantastic streamer. Gonna be looking for bed, no worries, Chloe. Have a good lurk. Go check out Tuna. Fantastic human being, really an incredible guy. So what we're gonna do for this, that's it. So again, we're just remixing this into the style of the next videos, the Twilight versions. Nothing too wild today. And I want to try to get through as many of them as possible. Ideally, I would love to be able to remix all 10 songs today into this style. Sometimes I tune in stream to check if you're here, but it's been a while since I caught you were actually there. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I mean, I've not been actually here in a while, you know? Or like, this is the only time. Now I don't remember, what was I using? I think I was using for, let's see if that gets bumped or not. Uptown. For this one, I'm using Chill Wave, and for this one, I'm using Bet on It. Okay. Chill Wave and Bet on It. From the beginning here, probably we'll do Chill Wave. Where is that? Apparently I passed it. Ooh, I like that. So far so good. I haven't been able to catch any. Man, I go to bed so early now, Nix, because I have so one of the twins tends to go to bed a little earlier, and then the other one goes to bed later. And so I go to bed early with one of the twins, and then the other one goes to bed a little bit later. All right. Oh, I see. These are opposite. This is chill wave. Where's chill wave?
水の上からも
So these are gonna go down into here.
形がとどまるこっちの方と広がるミックス
And that's gonna go down
This one
to this. And then this can go. That's better. Something like that. Something like that. So far, so good. I can imagine the twins being lots to handle. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. It is a lot. How do I wanna? Now I want to be like the proud father and show you. Hold on. Let me get up some pictures. Does this computer even have any? Here we go. So this is Yasna, and she is wonderful. And here is Janora. They are a lot, but also wonderful. I miss some things, you know, just to be honest. I miss some things from before they came, but in general, I'm super happy. Right, but you know, for this one, I usually just use a detuned sine. So probably is fine. And we'll need to raise it an octave probably, because it's just real low. They're super cute. Nix, if you follow me on Instagram, I post way more on there about them. They are just wonderful. Okay, so first deals first. We're gonna do this. I feel like I should raise this up again too. I like that a lot more. So far so good. I remember for the bass we've been using Memphis, which is a fantastic sense for this. And it's like super low, right? You know what I could do instead? This is, I believe, I don't see where to do it, so never mind.
いや、そう色鉛筆の方で同じような色を選んでこの塗ってみるかもしれない。その方が多分水が広がるので。
So far, so good. And then for the actual drums, I don't remember what I'm using for these. Let's see here. Pneumatic. Oh, and there goes all of my ad stuff. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, I am using. Oh, totally got it. Alright, here we go. That might be it. Alright, let's go ahead and take a listen, huh? Oh no! This one. Right. The Zelda part. Farm coming in with a 41 month resub. Welcome in, bro. How are you? Guys, do check out my good friend Farmer. Fantastic streamer, fantastic friend. Incredible gardener. Incredible gardener. The week has been good. Do I want to use this? I kind of like it. What if we really deepen it? As of stuff to do, I'll be looking. Thank you so much for the lurk, Nix. I really appreciate it. But I've had a good week, Farm. You know, I'm happy it's the weekend. think I like it there. Alright, so from the top, this is a fully changed track. We're basically ready to move to the next one. I think I'll export them, and then I'll just export all of it, and I'll put it all into a project later. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, for this video, it's a lot easier for me because I'm just changing the instruments. I'm keeping everything the same, just changing the instrumentation a little bit. But it's a lot easier than composing, so. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear it? I like it a lot. My idea for it would be that it should pulse and glow.
Yeah, I know.
Is the animation.
So like the basic shape.
Yeah, I think it looks good, Chio-san.
And I need to...
And I think you should include it on all of those branches. Yeah, but I think it looks good. And maybe go down into one of the roots. Yeah.
I have one, but I think it...
Yeah. You love the distortion? Yeah, me too. It sounds great. Mixing... So it's interesting because, like, mixing the more futury one is a bit more fun because, you know, like, using more effects feels fine. Like, when I'm doing the more past one, like, it's really the instruments themselves, right? It just adds some reverb. That's it. I have watched Tuna play this game, Hunt, and I've watched Farmer play it. I've watched a lot of this game. I still have no idea what's happening or what the point of the game is. I know that there are other players. I know that I think there's NPCs. And there's guns and there's powers and there's melee weapons. But like, I really have no idea what this game is that we're watching. I feel like an old person talking about it. Am I an old person, Chio-san? Sometimes, thanks. What I was hoping she would say is, no, Johnny, you're not. No, of course not, Johnny. You're cool. You know. You know what's up. No? She's like, sometimes. Appreciate it. Alright, that's it. So this track is good to go. We'll export these tracks. And again, I won't actually put them into my... I won't actually put them into Logic. We'll do that. I'll do that maybe off stream, to be honest. Save some time. So how long it took us? It took us 30 minutes to do one. That's not good. Chio-san, that's not good.
What is it?
I've been streaming for 28 minutes and I just did just the first one. That's not good, Chiho-san. Maybe though, because I did one, it'll be faster now. Because once you do the first one, if you do it the same, which I do, I often do it the same because I want them to sound unified. Sound good. Sife. Triangle. good. It's good. This is gonna be our sign. Let's undo that. Let's raise it up higher. Oh, God, that's so pretty. Okay. Love me a good high sound.
Sounds nice.
Thanks. Do you want me to look at you? Is that what you're trying to get me to do?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And electronic or electro. And this is gonna go here. Alright. Copy these. So far so good, guys. So far so good. Alright. The next one. This is London. This is the bottom. I actually think I want to flip these. No, I don't want to flip them. Never mind. And we'll delete those. Oh, we gotta do the base too. Right, the base is gonna be Memphis. That's
Look. Look, Johnny.
ちょっと待って、しおさん。
見てどう見てていけよ。いきます。
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Look.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, and it can pulse between the two. That looks so nice. All right.
I like it. どうマジなんかマジック
5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot to export those.
I like it. Yes. So.
And now we have this lower detune sign. Question is, do we want to raise it?
ちょっとやりすぎ。やりすぎだけど。なんでそんなさ、静かに笑うの。あー。これは？これめっちゃ綺麗だね。ビビットライト。ダークマジック。なんかダーク系で悪いことする。
C7. All right, hold on. So this is C6. So this needs to be C6. Okay, so far so good. Okay, and this is gonna be this. Wait, let's go back to this. And this we're changing to London as well. This is chill wave. There we go, sounding good. Here we go. Sound good. Oh. That's it. I think we're done. Oh, that's kind of cute. All right, let's listen to it from the top. I am discussing with Chiho options for animating the next video. And don't forget, I don't know if you want to stream. Hmm? You can use that one. Okay. Yeah, after they go. Oh, Discord just announced that I'm streaming. That's cool. This sounds great. All right, we don't need to listen to the whole thing. We listen from this part. I'm happy. Let's export. Let's save time. So the first one took me, what, 20 minutes? This one took 10. Chiho-san.
Nice.
10 minutes.
Fast.
Or 30 minutes and then 10. But I also didn't start right away.
Yes.
So, now let's see. There's 2. Quill and Quandary. It sounds so funny. I'll get to that sound, don't worry, guys. This is actually going to be Sundays, this one. Or Chillwave, sorry. And then this is the same, we just use dual brass. So far so good. This one we're gonna do 2 bars. And it's Sundays. That's it. I did that once in a song, and I've added it to so many songs since. It's iconic. Iconic. Going Memphis. That's it. This is gonna be London as well. This one we're gonna do detude sine. We're gonna raise it up an octave. This is gonna be this one. Here we go. Something like that. I really should. You know, it's funny talking with other music producers who don't have a drums background, and they love to get, like, you know, the AI session drummer or whoever drummer to do drums for them. And it's funny because for me, like, I don't even think about the drums. Like, it's just like, yeah, that's good. Oh, I love this song. I remember this one now. I'll come look in a second. Let me edit this. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Song's done. Alright, let's let it play. Does this sound too big for this? I feel like I could shorten it. Should be something like that, probably. And that sounds much better, as like far as like the length of the... Oh, what's up, Ventus? How are you? Welcome in. Guys, do check out Ventus. Fellow streamer, fellow music producer as well. How have you been? Have you been well? I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. This is a jam. I'm glad you think so. We are making this for our Fox and Girl YouTube channel, which is right there. The whole theme of the channel is that it's the same girl and Fox, and we have like a past and then a future version of them in the same place. And so it's the same song, but then we remix it. So this is one of the songs. So I do one that's a kind of like a bardcore, strings, cello, harps, you know, just like one drum and like some like hand drums and stuff. And then I usually we've done it both ways. Then I usually remix it into more of like a normal beat with like drums and stuff. Oh, and there's like an upright bass. And I've done both ways, but currently our last video was at a library in like set in the past, and now it is, we are doing this. Remix Sorcerer's Ice Session. I would love to get through. It takes me about 10 minutes to do a change. So this is like the original track, and I need to change it into the other version. But you know, I'm using Core Gadget for it, and I'm doing everything in MIDI, and so it's like super easy to change it because I just change the sounds and like all the patterns and stuff are the same. I really thought it through. I really thought it through before we started on how I wanted to do it, because like, you know, least amount of work possible, really. Especially, you know, we try and do a video every month, at least for the first year. Oh. And it's hard to write 10 songs in a month and like have them fully done. So I didn't want it to be harder than it needs to be. What am I using? I am using an app called Core Gadget, which is actually even like a game on the Switch. This is it's like a DAW Lite. It's really like just a MIDI sequencer. But it's what got me into music production, to be honest. They have a whole set of free sounds, but I am currently using, a lot of the sounds I'm using are paid. And, you know, it's one of those things that I have tried to not use, but you know, when you really get something and it really jives with you, it really jives with you, you know? You can get it, I believe, on a Mac desktop as well. Yeah, 10 songs in a month. Yeah, dude. So, like, last month was way harder because I wrote these. I composed them. I'm not composing now, right? I'm just changing sound. Also, one of the things that makes it easier is after the first few videos, we have a, after the first few videos, I have, like, a sound palette, so to speak, of how it's, like, how I want it to sound. So like this, you see me, I'm just flying, right? But I've already chosen the bass sound. I've already chosen what I want a lot of the lead sounds to be. So like, I'm just kind of fixing it up, right? And that is very helpful for me. The first tracks are the hardest to get set up. And then after that, it just gets easier. So far, so good. Okay, this is gonna be this. And I'm keeping most of the patterns, right? So like, maybe I'll rearrange it a little bit, but in general, I want it to be kept. Something like that. Because it needs to be recognizable as the same song. So this one is going to be this sound set. Yeah, there we go. So far, so good. And now we just have a couple more and we finished converting this track, but I'm not mixing in here, right? Let's bring it down. That's it. I'm not mixing in here, right? So like, this part is a really simple part, and then I'm gonna do the mixing in Logic, and I'll bring in my effects there as well. How many instruments do you use per song? I feel like I overdo it. Congratulations on second. Hi. This is Chiho. So it really depends, right? So on the OPZ, I am limited to 8 tracks, 4 percussion tracks, 4 melodic tracks. I often will just use 6 or 7. On here, there are 10 tracks on this song. That's pretty normal for me. So, and we'll keep. No, we won't add a snare, actually. Well, actually, we kind of have enough weird rhythms going that we don't need to do that. So let's take that out. We'll add a more simple rhythm. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Super simple, super easy. I usually will do about 10. I have, tell Chiho. No, you're right. You have cool glasses, Chiho-san.
Oh, thank you.
The,
Thank you.
she says thank you. I think the most tracks I've worked with, this is gonna really show how minimalist I am. I think the most tracks I've worked with on a song is like 25. And that was really a lot. I didn't really enjoy that so much. I have a performance background, and so like what I was used to doing was trying to get as full of a live sound as possible. And you know, maybe we would have 5 musicians, right? Like a guitarist, a piano player, a bassist, and a drummer, maybe a second guitarist, or maybe a second piano player. And then we would have like maybe 2 to 4 vocalists, right? And so I kind of have moved over into a similar thought process with my producing. Of like, I don't tend to overdo it. I tend to kind of put one. I put one for each. Like, so like this bass, there's only one bass in this track. You can hear it. This is it. That's it. And I'm pretty happy with that. I've had a few producers come in here and be really surprised by that, but I don't know, it's not my vibe, you know? Like there are other types of music obviously that this is not suitable for, but for the kind of music I make, it really works. What is your normal track amount? It's a loaded question, I know. What is your normal track amount? Okay, it's good. Let's export it. Sorcerer study session is done. But I also am the type that I really like to just finish and move on to the next project. You know, that's very much me. I'm not a perfectionist at all. Like, to a degree, sure, like, I want things to sound as good as I can get them. And to be honest, I reach this is as good as I'm going to get it pretty quickly. Of like, okay, this is good. This is as good as I'm going to do. Maybe, you know, like, let's keep going. I've been kind of thinking of live band settings, so a lead, a bass, a drum, a synth, but I always get a new tune and a balloons. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, with this, right, I've got 1 pad, 2 like main melodies, a bass, and then I have like 3 like very small percussive elements, and then 3 more involved percussive elements, I suppose would be a better way of putting it. So I don't think that that's bad. Did I save that? Man, that would be awkward if I didn't. Hold on. I think so. I'm pretty good about that. Yeah, I did. Illuminated manuscript is the next one. So, you know, it goes back and forth for sure. Ooh, this one opens with this, switch this to this. Switch this to this. So far, so good. So this is gonna be intro. I tend to separate, like, this click is on its own track, right? So I do that, but I don't always separate, like, the drum beat. I don't have, like, the kick, the snare, and everything separated. I do that on the OPZ because it's set up that way, but for most of my other tracks, I don't do that. I'll, like, because I have Pro Q3, so, like, it's not really a problem for me to, like, isolate specific frequencies and boost them or lower them, you know? So, like, I kind of already have that control. One of the things I like about producing on an iPad like that is it's really easy to just play in some drums. Oh, you got it. Oh, no, have a good night. Have a good night, Ventus. Kind of thinking of, yeah, get some good sleep. It is late in America. For this lead, I know what I want to use. I want to use this. Ooh, that sounds so good. You know, Chiho-san, not to sound so crazy about my own music, but like, I'm listening to these songs and I'm like, who wrote these? These are so great. Chiho and I both go through these where we're impressed with our music, our art. Because there are times where I'm like, this is not good. And then there are other times that I'm like, who wrote this? This is awesome. Something like that. I'll read the bass. Hold on. So good. Oh, there's only one that has the Otori drum beat. That's interesting. Here we go. So far so good. All right, we'll export it.
ああ、知ってるわこのキャラクター。あ、マジですかね。東宝？はい、そうだよね。大好きなキャラクターなんで。それでこれが花ね。なるほどね。いいんじゃないですか。インスタグラム私持ってるよ。本当ないです。
All right, so far so good. Illuminated manuscripts. Well, we're halfway through. Tomes and tea. Ooh, okay. Do this first. Not me, like. So far, so good. This is there. Are they leaving soon?
Yeah.
Right, I want to say goodbye. Hold on. Alright, now we need to change this pad to... There we go, and we'll change this to... Alright guys, hold on one second. Let me say goodbye to the people leaving the studio. Be right back. This is my wife. Oh, she's gonna cut it out. Nice, that's very cute. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice. I went from really not liking it to like really liking it. Not only are we 5-manning, 2 of these people have never done it before. It's
a little rough.
It's been rough. I mean, it got very heated early on where I'm trying to explain it. Thank you, Clockwork. Clockwork's like, let's go. Bro, it's rough in these streets. Oh, and also one of the guys, he doesn't speak. So like with call outs and stuff, so we've got 2 people who've never done it. Someone who doesn't speak. And then it's
And then you two.
and then me and David, which me and David are Farmer and Daniel if you got us on Wish, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this actually kind of works. Wait. Nice. Thank you for coming.
Someone clip it. Clip it. Look.
That's it. You do that. That's lo-fi, and it's great. People love it. People eat that up. It's super easy. Super easy. It's just drums with like a crackly, dusty drum sound and 7th chords on a Rhodes. That's it. Guys, what do you think of my new angle? Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Wait, why am I looking here? Here. Isn't it great? Let's just go for it. That's like my new thing, apparently, whenever we're recording riffs. All right, guys. I'm like, let's just freaking go for it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I need to edit this lead line. Sounds right so far. That'll be better. So far so good. Right, 6, 7, 8. So far, so good. So far, so good. About there. Give me 1 second, you guys. There we go. You know, I'm taking off my headphones and listening to this monitor that I have going for Chiho. It is way quieter than what I would want. But probably for her it's fine. this. So good. Oh my gosh, you guys, so we've been shooting for an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe we actually will finish all of this today, which is pretty wild, considering, like I brought up, how long it took me to do the first one. But this one's done. Homes and D, export files.
Sometimes it's not fair, Johnny-san.
Sometimes it's what?
It's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
You finished so fast!
I'm working hard, Chiho-san. Why are you laughing?
Because you finish 10 times faster.
I have what? 6 years of workflow on my side. Of knowing, I know, see, for you, this would have been like for me last time. Of like, needing to figure out what you're doing. I don't need to figure out what I'm doing. I already know exactly what I'm doing. It's what? Why is it sad? That you're slow?
That I'm slow and everybody's YouTube runner. It's crazy fast.
Isn't it nice that you don't have to worry? Isn't that nice? She's quiet. Yeah, isn't it nice that you don't have to worry about me being the one to make us go too slow? It's just you, Chio-san.
Yes,
But actually, isn't that nice?
yeah.
That you don't have to worry?
Yeah. So I think that's why we're still doing it.
That's why we're still doing it. Chio being like, listen, you being dependable is the reason that we can still work together. Wow, incredible. I don't know how I feel about this.
How do you explain our YouTube video?
Who are you telling?
Eric.
Just send it to him. That's the easiest. I usually say they're like hour-long chill video, like background type videos with music. That's usually what I say, something like that. Like, you know, like ambient type backgroundy kind of videos with chill music in it for an hour. That's, but if it's a young person, just, they should know a bit about stuff like that. All right, let's hear. Oh, this one has like a call and response. I love that. All right, we'll do the bass. This. Just start streaming, Chio-san, and he can watch. That I put what? Oh, the emoji. Yeah. It's funny, right? Go. is gonna be London again. E. Oh, perfect. Have him subscribe. Chiho working hard getting us new viewers. So far, so good. This one will be Apollo is just so pretty. Is this pretty, Chio-san? Some of these melodies are so pretty. Who wrote these? Who wrote these? What an incredible musician who wrote them. All right, that's it. They're done. This track is called Chronicles of Timeless Wisdom Volume 1, Twilight Remix. What a long title. Guys, you know what that means? Next month I have to compose 10 new tracks, and that kind of sucks. That's a lot of work. Chiho-san. Are you going to start streaming, Chiho-san? You're only going to stream for 40 minutes if you start 2 minutes ago. So you should get started.
Okay.
Don't you want to do it? I'm trying to help you do the thing that you say that you want to do.
Yes.
Do you want to do it?
Do I?
Do you? I don't know.
I do.
Okay. Well, if you want to, then you should do it.
I should do it.
See, the problem with Chiho streaming on Instagram is she can open Instagram and then get distracted. Right? Like, isn't that what's happening? You just open it and then the next thing you know, you messages, you can look at them somewhere else. Look at them another time. I don't know. Who? Kadeen? You're working.
Karina.
Oh, Karina. That is nice. That is nice. I'll message her and say, stop talking to Chiho while she's working.
Ah! Stop! I want to talk to. I'm so happy that she did. Okay.
I don't have a good person to put up here right now, Chiho-san. So I'll do your stream again. Chikiato. Let me know when you're live.
People. Working.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Oh, this song is called Ivy the Archive. This song is named after it's a Dresden Files reference, actually.
Oh, I forgot. What is it?
The what? Just got a message. It is Chiho going live. Look at that. She did it.
I did it.
She did it.
I did it.
Share live video. We'll full screen you. There you go. You know, on one hand, it may be like, Johnny, why don't you ever use a different sound than this sound? You always use the same sound. Find me a more beautiful sound. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. Like, why would I use a different sound? So far, so good. Hold on. We're watching Chiho's stream. Let's let her know that we're here. She knows. Yeah, yeah. She's aware that we're here. Should I say? Hold on, I'll say. There. Hi from Japan. I often say that. Yeah, because people don't know. And like everyone likes Japan, right? Except maybe like Koreans. Because y'all were mean to them. But, so like people want to know. I mean, don't you like to know if someone's from another country? Wouldn't you like to know? Now it's darker. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. No, it really is. It's fine.
I can see it. Oh, I like
it. I need to do a few. Everything came in right here. Oh, what's up, Redness? How are you? Can you make a song that goes well with my cat dry heaving? It's disgusting and I want to make it into a party. You know, I am allergic to cats. So the whole cat throwing up thing, I am not familiar with that sound. I'm assuming it's similar to a person throwing up.
I mean, actually, the washing machine at our house, they make that sound.
Apparently our washing machine makes that
Yeah,
sound.
sometimes. So, like, I don't have it anymore, but I used to.
Yeah, I don't know what that sounds like. I don't hang out around cats enough to know. So far. Oh, I never changed this one. So Redness, I work on a YouTube channel where we make chill music with they're like hour-long videos. This music that I'm making now is for that channel. Right, I'll just call my friend on the toilet after night out. This is the YouTube channel. If you'd like to give us a check us out, follow it, recommend it to your friends who like that kind of stuff. But this track is basically done. So the channel is called The Fox and the Girl. The idea behind the channel is we make these hour-long videos with this fox and this girl, and one of the videos is set like in the past, and I use like past instruments like cellos and harps and like, you know, a drum and like an upright bass and stuff, like tavern-y type music. And then we have the fox and the girl in like the same setting in the future. So we have like you know, where they're in a wagon and then they're on a train or something. And we use the same song. So I'll like compose a song and we'll use the same song, but then we'll change the instruments on the same song. I was going to ask you if you need context. Oh, yes. So all of the songs are named after that and such. It is a fun time. And it's just a fun, you know, I watch a lot of videos like that. Yeah. I watch a lot of videos like that on YouTube. And so getting to work with Chiho, this animator, we actually share a studio, is just a dream. It's a lot of fun to do. So I did all of this already. You can hear that's what it sounded like. And I am changing the instruments to the future-y modern ones. I'm only doing half the process this week. The next half the process of mixing I'll do next week. And actually, Chiho is working on the animation right now, and that's who we are watching on here. Hey!
I wonder if people can hear.
You can ask them if they can hear me talking. But Chiho is streaming on her Instagram. Streaming on Instagram right now. Her process. Oh, welcome back. No, Chiho is streaming on Instagram right now. I am streaming here, so we're watching her. But we're in the same room, so maybe you can even hear her talking. We share a studio. Working with her has been a dream. I love to watch videos like that on YouTube. And so getting to work with her on these videos. But what it means is that I have to compose 30 minutes worth of music, like 10 3-minute tracks. I do every month, which is kind of a nightmare, but you know, so far we've been able to do it every month. Thank you, Chio-san. One of the reasons I can fly through this is because I already have kind of an idea of what it's going to sound like. I like it to sound like in harmony with the other tracks, so I already like know the sounds we're gonna use and all of that in this. So that's why I can just fly through and quick change, because I'm using the same sounds from the others. What's different is the melodic elements. You know, it's crazy, I should try starting an ambient channel, but it's actually a lot more, yeah. It is a lot. And so I have split that up, right? I just make the music. But I also try and get like the ambient sound. And Chiho does all of we're using animation, right? So she does all of the visuals and the animation, and I just give her feedback, and we come up with the ideas together, right? So on one hand, it's a lot of fun because it's like a collaborative partnership. I'm from the location. Oh, British Columbia, I see. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. No, yeah, British Columbia has a lot. Well, you know, Japan does too, actually. Like, if I was one to do that, I think that there could be a bunch of places we could go and do, like, some filming. And for some of the videos, I recorded the ambient sound myself. Like, so the train is actually an ambient train, like a local train recording. Like, if you can hear the stops, they're all stops near where I live. Or like some of the forest sounds. But I also have gone to finding some ambient sounds on like Splice or something that are appropriate, and using that instead of going and looking myself. I have done a few times, which maybe people wouldn't like that, to know that I didn't record them myself, but it's a lot of work. And we are almost done with this track as well. Chiho, I'm just changing sounds. I am almost done with this one, yes. I'm almost done. Yeah, Chiho, yeah. Yeah, don't put a microphone on your parents' bedroom wall. I mean, that is true. That's true. Something like that. You know, it's here. Something like that. You gotta do 8-hour tracks. I think Livestream right now is the biggest ambient channel on YouTube. No, we just do 1 hour. But I do have a playlist of all of our stuff, and that I think right now comes out to be a decent amount of time. We could do something like 8 hours. I think you gotta act now because the US actually bans TikTok. There's gonna be a lot of traffic up. That's true. I mean, but the thing is like, our channel's not new. We've been going since September. So, I mean, I hope so. We'll see. This is gonna be a lot, but it'll be easier when I mix it. In the panning, it's not so bad. Like, as far as like feeling like overly melodic. So export, I think there's only one more track and I'm done, Chiho-san, and I did it. Oh yeah, I'll have 10 minutes to spare.
Wow, Johnny-san.
Wow, Chiho-san. Wow, I'm so jealous of you. I don't know how you mix on headphones. Well, you know, well, I'm not mixing right now. I am just composing, but I do mix on headphones.
I love it.
I started mixing on headphones. You know, I didn't have space or the budget to get speakers and such. You know, I live in Japan. That's why everything I work on is small. Also, because I didn't have space or the budget to make it nice. It does look nice. I didn't have space or the budget, so I learned how, and I've mixed on a handful of different headphones. But the trick is just knowing what sounds good in those headphones. And you know, I also mix, I change it. I don't, or not that I change it, this isn't the final time I listen to it, right? I listen to it on multiple things and do all of that kind of work to make sure that it sounds fine.
I did it! Wrong layer! I did it! I hate this. Did you hear?
Did you hear? I heard you.
Yeah.
Wrong layer.
Wrong layer.
Wrong layer.
Yeah.
I heard. Insane. Do you guys hear that? Chiho drew on the wrong layer.
It's important.
Just change it. Do you have, what's the question? Do you have studio monitors? I have a monitor down here, and you know, I have recently switched to using the monitor sometimes when I want to just like listen to the track, which is cool. I'm really enjoying that. But also, like, it's one thing to do it, you know, I'm often mixing when I'm out and about and stuff, like when I just have a spare minute, so I don't have the opportunity. But also, you know, like when I'm streaming, you know, I don't want to have all of that sound floating around in here with microphones on and stuff too. So I kind of have gone back and forth on it. In a perfect world, yes, I would love to mix using studio monitors. I have gotten more into muting my microphone when I'm using the monitor, but like right now I have a monitor running and I don't think it's very noticeable. I told you last time I'm building a bus too. Right. The whole concept. No, I think that I would prefer it as well if I had the option to. You know, like, I don't have a treated room. There's just a lot more to it. And, you know, more, if you have the option to do it, for sure, it's ideal. Right? Like, that's the thing. It's the ideal situation. Like, that, you know, that would be, if I have, enough money to get into another studio where I could treat it, have a treated room, that would be nice. Get some studio monitors. I mean, I have no idea where even the budget would be for that, to be honest with you, but I would love it. I say that, like, we don't have the budget for it, and it's funny because, like, my music actually, like, we don't live on it, but we use the budget for it, but it's just a lot. Yeah, you can't mix what you can't hear. That's true. Speaking of that, I should put in my subs, see what... Oh, yeah. No, exactly. That being said, I've gone on this whole thing talking about why I would prefer to mix on a monitor, or with monitors. That being said, it also depends, you know, you get into this whole conversation about who are you making music for and what are you mixing for, you know? Because, like, you know, if you're Hans Zimmer or whoever and you're like you want it to be on big monitors and stuff, there is nothing wrong with that. And like you're mixing for big theaters. But, you know, the amount of people... studio's expensive out here. Oof. Yeah, that sounds rough. But like, the amount of people who just listen to music from their phone speakers, and I say this because I'm not one of them, right? Like, I've got headphones. I've got Bluetooth speakers, of varying quality all throughout my home. I am not the person who just, if I want to listen to something, I mean, unless it's like, social media or something, but like when I want to listen to music, I don't use my phone speakers. But like, the truth is, most people do, right? Most people just listen on their tinny phone speakers. Maybe they're gonna listen on like something nicer like a computer, but even computer speakers, not that great. It's just wild, And you put in all this work. You put in all this work and like, they're not going to hear it either. And, people are like, well, Johnny, you don't know your audience. And it's like, actually I do. I get all that data, right, from online. So I do know. Is that a bot? Wait, hold on. Chain smokers, yeah, right? It is a Bible. Okay. Alright, are you back? I think your ads are done. If a mosquito was Italian, it's a me, malaria. Welcome back. It is a Bible. You did notice that. Check that out. I moved to Japan. I moved to Japan as a missionary. So I make music, I stream, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I also am a missionary. Which version of the Bible? This is an ESV Bible. I was given this Bible by my parents when I was ordained. I don't actually use this very much. I often will just use my iPad because, you have access to like Greek and Hebrew versions of the Bible that I reference. So I don't use this so much. I do use it every so often. It is nice to have. I used to keep it over here, but I didn't have space for it over there recently, and I set it here, and I thought it was a nice little book to have in my stream setup. Do you believe God's word can be corrupted? What an interesting question. Well, before I answer that, what is your spiritual background? And corrupted is kind of corrupted is a pretty heavy word. Gio, once I export this, I'm done. I grew up Christian. Okay. Well, you get into this interesting conversation because, it depends on how you read the Bible, too. So, like, if you are a hyper literalist Yes, I know, but let your logical brain think of the next thing I'm going to say. That the Bible's corrupted? Is that what you want to say? I'm going a real different way than that. Like, if you're a hyper literalist, and a lot of people who grow up Christian, they're taught one of two doctrines. Oh, why are there so many versions of the Bible? Okay, are you monolingual? Do you only speak one language? Probably. If you said that, if you're asking this question, why are there so many versions of the Bible? My assumption is that you primarily only speak one language. Because if you are bilingual or trilingual, you would know that no language perfectly lines up with another language for translation, and that it's interpretive. Language is interpretive. And so when you get a group of people, when someone says something and you need to translate it, there is no one-to-one. So then you get into these things. So this is my favorite example. If you were going to translate into Japanese, so I live in Japan.
Speaking Japanese.
You're pulling my leg. Are you pulling my leg? This is a common English idiom. How do you translate that? Do you translate it literally, where I asked a question, is another person literally pulling my leg? That would be a word-for-word translation. Do you translate the spirit of what I'm saying, and that you understand it's an idiom, and what I'm really saying is, are you trying to trick me? Right?
Oh, is that pulling the leg?
Yeah, are you pulling my leg means like, what it means is, are you lying?
Oh, that's fine.
Like, are you lying? Are you trying to trick me?
Pulling my leg in Japanese, but it means totally.
Yeah, so they even have a similar idiom in Japanese, but it means something different. Right, the Mormon Bible, but if you know the story of the Mormon Bible, it's translators. So can it be corrupted? Well, if you're reading it out, what you're reading, if you're reading a translation, what you are reading is what someone says it says. Like, and I'm not fluent in, biblical Greek or biblical Hebrew, but like there is an acceptance of that, of like, there isn't a one-to-one translation. This is a conversation that can't be contained to chat. Right. It's a hard conversation, but going all the way back of like, do I feel like God's word can be corrupted? I'll just say one thing that really, okay, go ahead. I'll wait. It's an interesting conversation, because I will say, before I moved overseas and I started dealing with a language that's not my native language, and I started dealing with people translating things for me, or even kind of understanding what they're saying I'm saying, I used to have really different conversations about the Bible and about biblical translation, than when I moved and it changed and I started having a different experience. If God created us, if God can create earth, nature, consciousness, then why does he really need us? We seem so much lower than him. It's a good question. I mean, it ties back to why do we exist? Which is a good question. And until you find a satisfying answer to that question, what I can tell you right now, God, people will say, well, God doesn't need us, God wants us, or this or this or this, and if it doesn't satisfy you, it's just not enough, right? I want to go back to your original question of, do I think the Bible can be corrupted? I grew up evangelical Christian, Pentecostal Christian, right? And so speaking in tongues, all of that stuff, signs and wonders. I think he's in and out of consciousness, right? Interesting. And I was taught certain passages to not take literally, but I was really taught to read the Bible literally and that it was like a hyper literal historical book, the historicity of the Bible. And most people are taught one of two things. They're taught inerrancy, that the Bible does not make mistakes, or infallibility, that like it can't be wrong. But then they're also not really taught how to read it. So how do you set up the Bible can't be wrong, and then you have a 6-day creation narrative when we know that like that's not really the origin of the earth? Right, exactly. What passages do you take literally and what do you take metaphorically? Why the mystery? Well, Redness, do you like to read? This is a really random question. We're gonna move a little bit away from the Bible. Do you like reading? Just period. Like reading books? I hate reading. So you're not really gonna like the Bible if you don't like reading. Do you like watching TV? Or like, how do you like to interact with stories? I guess is a good question. Do you like play video games or watch TV or watch movies or anything like that? I never liked church. Well, I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about stories now. Do you like video games? Do you like movies? Do you like TV? What's your favorite story? Okay, you're more visual or someone reading it. Okay. The Bible. So the Bible is 66 books authored by lots of people over the course of something like 1,500 years. And in it are multiple literary styles. There is a normal narrative where they're like telling a story with events and this linear style that you want to go through. There's poetry, and there's kind of prose where, you know, like as if someone's like writing like an article or like an opinion about something. It's written in multiple languages in the Bible, and then it is compiled together, right? And packaged into what we now know as the Bible here. There's the Old Testament, which is the Old Hebrew Bible, and the New Testament, which is, you know, written by Jesus's early followers in the first few centuries, and compiled by them, and they together they make something that we say, some people say is infallible, some people say is inerrant. I would say is inspired by God. And I would say I believe that through the Bible it tells a unified story of God and humanity and God's plan to answer some of these questions we have, like why do we exist and why is there pain in the world? Why do good things happen to bad people and why do bad things happen to good people? And why do I hate myself? Why is it no matter how hard I work, my life feels meaningless? Why is it that even though I did everything right, all these bad things are happening? Or why is it that I do everything right and good things are happening and I'm still not happy? You know, the ancient Jews who wrote this did a lot of heavy lifting for us, and I love to relate to the Bible as literature. So there's a lot of the Bible I don't take literally because I don't think that that's the point of the Bible. Like, you know, what the ancient authors, they're not trying to tell me how scientifically the world was created. That's what I, as like a 21st century human, am approaching the text, but that's not what they're doing. And it's funny you bring up, have you ever read the Book of Enoch? I have read the Book of Enoch. So yeah, you know, faith is a really complex topic that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and people feel like we can't talk about it, and people get really defensive about it and feel dumb and stuff. But you know, it's really life-giving to explore what do we believe and why do we believe those things. When I tell people that I'm a missionary, people have this preconceived idea of what that means, that I'm a missionary in Japan. What that means for me is I'm a stay-at-home dad, I'm a musician, I spend time on campus, I love to talk with university students about what they believe in faith and what I grew up believing and what I believe now. I don't particularly read the Bible super literally. It depends on the books and such. But, well, if you can't, it's not even just if you can't believe in anything, you got to believe in yourself. It's that if you don't have discussions and if it's not something that you exercise, then you never really grow. Like you don't figure out what it is you do believe. And you just kind of go between everything, and your beliefs get influenced by TV shows and comic books or other books or whatever. And, we all believe something. But where does it come from, what you believe? It's good questions. I grew up Christian. I would still consider myself a Christian, but I do recognize that like the way that I express my faith and the way that I live doesn't totally line up with like modern Christians. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, nice. Are you back? It says that there's still 5 more seconds. I'll wait 5 more seconds. Well, I mean, I live in another country, Redness, than the country I grew up in. So, yeah, a lot of these questions also there are a lot of laws that are different, but there are a lot of laws that are the same. That is true. But, culture and faith and those kinds of influences, they're all nuanced, complicated conversations, right? Let's see. How do I know this guy? Who is this? Sometimes I pull up on people I'm following, right? And I have no idea who they are. Why do I follow him? I need to get ready to go. I normally would want to raid Tay, but I don't know what Tay's doing. What is this? Why do I follow this person? Because they're Filipino. That's probably why. I think this is one of Rika's friends. Who's playing Valorant. Is Rika in here? She is not. Alright. We're gonna raid this person, Skyurus. No, but why are laws different? Because they come from the mouth of man. What can be constructed by man can be deconstructed by the mouth of man. No law should be different. God's law be the same here today, tomorrow, 20 light years from here. God's law doesn't change. Man, laws always will. You can't vote your way out of it. No, it would be a great topic. No, okay. See, but again, of this idea of the law and the change and such is that, you know, humans are limited. We're limited by our language. We're limited by our understanding and our own experiences. And those kinds of things develop, right? So even in the Bible and the way that things have been interpreted and, you know, going back, you know, we're learning more even now about how people believed things and what they thought. It is a lot. It is definitely a lot to go through. Yeah. But we're gonna raid Sky, I'm assuming is what she goes by. Sky Urus. Oh, until that breeds out and all this logic goes out the window. Huh. I'm assuming you mean like human logic of how to interpret scripture? Are you out? What do you mean am I out? Am I out of what? We haven't left yet. I'm getting ready to. What is rating? So I am done, and I'm gonna take all of you to this other streamer who I kind of know, I kind of don't know. So if you're subbed, copy the first message. If you're not subbed, copy the second message. I will be back next week. You can find me on social media. Do check out my YouTube channel, Fox and Girl. Give it a sub, watch it during the week, enjoy it, share it with your friends. I would appreciate it. And yes, I do have to go. I gotta head home pretty soon, but it was awesome talking with you, Redness. I love to talk about stuff like this, so feel free. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.